that I reassembled. Anyways, it's welded. I'll try and insert some pictures of the welding process, because I think I have a few, not a lot, but a few. Then this is an R160 down here. Since these flanges are different sizes, and I'm keeping my stock 5C driveline, I had to switch out these ones. So this is the one from the R180, and then this one's the one from the R160. So I just switched them between the R160 and the R180 so that I can continue to use my stock driveline or drive shaft. This one, it doesn't have one of those crush washers that sets like the preload or backlash or whatever it is. So all you have to do is just torque it to the correct torque back here on that bolt there. So this is all welded and ready to go. These are my STI hubs down here. These are my rotors that I bought. They essentially are big enough to clear the STI e-brake shoes here, but small enough to hopefully go under my 15s, as well as these two-pot 2006 WRX calipers. Those are big enough that they fit onto those guys, but also hopefully, fingers crossed, small enough to fit under my 15-inch wheel. So where I'm at right now is I've removed both wheels, and then I'm taking apart the stock e-brake, and then I'm gonna lower this entire subframe because I have this subframe here, which is from a 2004 WRX STI, and it's got solid bushings here, and the one that I have in the car right now has some blown, not solid bushings, and I just want to try out with these solid bushings. Since I have it, I figured I'd put it in. Especially also, the other thing is where the diff mounts is a lot better on these than it is on the Impreza subframes. So I'm gonna try it out. I don't know how well it'll go. Hopefully very well. Common problem with Subaru and taking out the subframe is that the bolts that are welded in to the chassis snap off, and then just free spins. So you gotta cut a hole in the trunk, and I did that last time I did subframe swap. So here's about the location. I cut a huge hole, but it's like right here that it is, and sorry you can't really see anything because it's dark, but so the subframe's out. I just left everything connected because but these are the bushings that I was talking about that are not very good, and the other ones are solid, and then same with these ones for mounting up the diff. And then I'm going to be reusing some of the arms, but I don't know which ones yet, depending on these ones on the other subframe are the same length, then I'll reuse the ones on the other subframe, but if not, then I'll reuse these. And then I am going to be reusing these front ones. I've got a new T-bar that I'm going to be putting in. That's the STI one. The rear subframe all disassembled. I'm calling it quits for the day. Okay, so today is day 2 really of doing anything. So I'm going to be putting together the new subframe. And yeah, so I just wanted to show you a couple of things. I was hoping that the rear sway bar on the STI rear diff would be bigger, but unfortunately this is the stock one. It's about 20, and the STI one is also about 20 millimeters. The other thing is I was gonna use the STI T-bar, which is the one on top here. But if you look at these bushings, they're not solid, obviously, and they've got a decent amount of play in them. I can make them move with my fingers. Now, when I first did the rear-wheel drive conversion on my car, I replaced all the rear bushings on the arms and such with white line solid polyurethane ones. So I'm actually going to reuse my old T-bar because these bushings are better than these bushings, and I've heard that one of the causes for breaking axles, which is the whole point of all of this, is wheel hop. And so having more solid bushings and such can really help with wheel hop and keep it from happening, which means less breaking axles. So it's assembled, and I think I'm gonna try and put it up there because like I said, I really want to drive. Okay, so it's just about in. Now I just have to put everything in, but it's all lined up correctly and such. Okay, that's a wrap for the day. Subframe is technically in at this point. Just gotta button stuff up and then put brakes on and such, and then the car is ready to rock and roll. Okay, I've got the little big brakes on gravel rotors and 2006 WRX calipers. So now the brakes are bled. We're gonna move the car to where the Laurel is over here and put it on the stand, and then torque all of the arms underneath, and then I'm gonna go do a burnout. After much difficulty, we got the car on the lift without it starting because the driveline wasn't attached, because we had to torque some stuff before we just attached the driveline. And now everything's torqued underneath, and I'm doing, well, Ian is doing, because I am weak. No, there's 2 more. Oh wow, I had it there. Oh yeah, this is my door. This is my boxed up door. Drive number 1 is completed. It drives, but I didn't do a burnout because one of the axles is clicking. What I think is the axle is clicking in the back on the other side. And so tomorrow I'll figure that out. But right now it's like 9 o'clock. And I've been working on this since like 10 o'clock. I'm done. So on our drive last night, this axle was sounding not great. I can't feel any play in either of the joints there. So I tightened some more stuff down. So hopefully it'll be better. I'm also having some issues with the brakes. They're leaking a bit, which isn't fantastic, but that's the update for day 4. I'm gonna go drive it again and maybe get a new axle, because if this one's shot, then so be it.